Alrighty, hi everybody. Welcome to another attempt at me posting videos online. Not sure how well it's going, but it's very early, so it's hard to say. But anyway, I just sitting on the couch, doing what couch potatoes do, gaining weight, getting older, hardening those arteries, all that kind of good stuff. And yes, I'm being sarcastic, clearly. Um, Perusing said internet that I do, and I read and read and read, and came across kind of an interesting story, I guess. I don't know. It's as weird as it is interesting, but when you hear the subject, it'll make sense to you. RFK Jr. apparently spent his evening, or excuse me, spent his weekend, the evening too, spent his weekend this past weekend in the woods with his family, and apparently they went swimming, and where they went swimming is a very curious thing. It's something that I have a really hard time believing that either his dad or his uncle would have been proud of this, or proud of a lot of things that he does. He's a little out there. I mean, the whole anti-vax thing is really kind of bizarre since there's really no scientific evidence, not actual scientific evidence that says there's anything to the anti-vax movement, and all the people that died during COVID because they refused vaccines, all the people that now are getting measles and other diseases, and not just here in this country, but other places where vaccines don't exist, where I'm sure they would probably like them so that they wouldn't die from measles and mumps and diphtheria and all of the things that are easily vaccinated against. But maybe that's for another video. But this video is about the fact that he went with his family. Very strange. To, again, like I said, it's a place called Rock Creek, and apparently this creek has waste. It's directly flowing into this river, which makes it very, very high in bacteria and makes it very, very undesirable as a place to swim because, you start sucking in bacteria by the millions. Probably not going to be all that great. Now, it could be, like all things in this world, there's two sides to every story, right? So it could be that this place isn't as dangerous as a lot of people make it out to be, and it could be that they're just trying to discredit him and make him look even more nuts than he already kind of does on his own, because he does. Makes himself look pretty wacky in moments, um, which is very interesting if you think about it. Now we've got a administration that basically just looks for the wacky and looks for the crazy and tries to, I don't know, introduce it to the rest of us as just being mainstream, which again, then makes sense why some people would not necessarily be on his side and trying to discredit him and use this excursion into this bacteria-ridden creek as proof that he doesn't know what he's talking about. So I don't know. Either way, because it's not like there's just this. It's not a rumor. The EPA has tested the water and has demonstrated clearly that for some reason, we're allowing waste to be just thrown into rivers. I thought that was something we didn't do anymore, but shows what I know. I don't pretend to know everything. Don't pretend to not be ignorant like the rest of us. Like the rest of us, like everybody else about certain things. You can't know about everything. But anyway, either way, just thought it was interesting, something to think about, maybe something to research and look into on your own, and maybe there's a creek near you that is in the same boat, and it may or may not be dangerous, depending on who you talk to. I don't know. Again, kind of like the bee thing that we talked about earlier, it just feels a little shady. It feels a little strange that we've got this kind of thing just going on, as if there's nothing. It's just kind of the way the world is, apparently, that there are just creeks that we know about, that are overly populated with dangerous bacteria, and people are still allowed to swim there. I'm sure there's probably a sign that says don't swim there. But it is what it is, I guess. I don't know. So anyway, take it for what it's worth. Look it up. If you care any more about it, feel free. Like I said, don't take what I said as just gospel. Don't take what I say as just the word is what it is. Do your own research, do your own thinking, be your own person. Please and thank you. Have a good day.